Good morning. If you are joining me for the first time, welcome. And my name is SmallBizDavid, or that's how Google knows me, and YouTube knows me, and Google Plus knows me. I have a company that I started less than a year ago called the SmallBizDavid Foundation, LLC. And the purpose of our foundation, or our company, it is not a nonprofit. The purpose of our company is to share as much small business information with you as we possibly can through the various means, through our YouTubes, through what is called social media. We spent a lot of time sharing this information utilizing Google technology and the various things that they have available because it's the best thing for us and is very efficient. Well, at any rate, we have developed in our community, we've developed a community called David's Barter Community. And David's Barter Community is a community of right now there's about 1,000, close to 1,000 optimized Googleized landing pages. We are not a website as such, but we are optimized landing pages. Each landing page has one specific purpose, and so we drive traffic using our proprietary social marketing, social network technology. On a daily basis, I try to bring good information to individuals who either have a business, and I've been a small business owner for over 40 years now, or folks who are wanting to start a business. We are paying very much attention and are making available any resources that we have in our community to help businesses get started, which is really our commitment to the Startup America Partnership. Okay, the purpose of this YouTube is to share with you really a very, very bad customer experience I had with AT&T. It's an ongoing situation right now. AT&T Wireless, about a little over 3 years ago, I established a family plan with AT&T Wireless. We have 4 telephones on that plan, or had 4 telephones on that plan. I guess we still do have 4 telephones based upon some recent occurrences. And I have to say, very frankly, that in the up until 3 weeks ago, I had very, very positive experiences with the AT&T retail store and providing good service, quality service, good equipment to the 4 users in our family plan. About 3 weeks ago, I decided that I truly needed to cut costs in my business, in my small business. My monthly contract with AT&T was about $225 a month. I don't know if that was a good price, a bad price, but I was satisfied with the service I was getting, so there was a lot of value add, and that's why I stayed with it. However, as I said 3 weeks ago, as I was exploring ways to cut back on my contract, I made the decision that one of the ways was I was going to take one of the telephones off the family plan because my son Jordan, who uses the phone, said, "Dad, my company is going to provide wireless service for me, so I don't really need to be on your family contract." I said, "Fine." So I called up the AT&T store. They know me well enough that they will take a phone call and discuss issues with me. And then I do visit the store very often. I said, well, one of the things I want to do is take Jordan off the plan. His number is the 679 number on it. And the individual with whom I was speaking said, well, if you do that, do you know that there's a $295 penalty for taking you off for stopping your contract? I said, why should there be a penalty? Well, stepping back, the reason the event goes back to November of this last year. I decided that I was going to exercise an option that I had with my iPhone. My iPhone 4S was stolen from me, and part of what I had with AT&T was an insurance policy that allowed me to replace that telephone at the same cost that I had originally bought it. And I hadn't exercised that option, so I decided I was going to. Went into the store, got an iPhone 5, got the latest technology, and signed for the receipt to buy the phone and moved on. Then, almost 3 weeks ago, when I went to take my son off of the plan, I was told that I couldn't because his plan was just reenacted in November. I said, what are you talking about? I don't know anything about that. I'm the one that maintains the contract. He lives in Columbus, and I don't know anything about his plan being extended in November. They said, well, and the answer I got was, well, when you got your iPhone, there was an upgrade available, so we used his number to get you your upgrade. I said, well, you never told me that. I was ordering service for 324-3191, which was my number. I never dreamt that you would impact my son's phone number and contract on me buying an iPhone. And I was somewhat politely told, well, that's what we did. We did so you could get your iPhone upgrade. I said, well, you did very, very wrong by not telling me, because had that been one of the implications of me getting an iPhone, I would have discussed the situation with my son and his phone number to see if that was the best decision for us to make. I fell on deaf ears. Nobody in the retail store would do anything with me. I decided to do a chat session with their corporate customer retention group. And oh, by the way, as my way of saying to AT&T, I said, well, look, here's a proposal I'm going to give you. And I think it's more than fair, because I'm giving you more contract than I'm asking you to eliminate. I was asking them to eliminate the contract that my son had without penalty, the $295 they wanted to eliminate. I said, if you will eliminate that, I will agree right now to, number one, automatically extend for 1 year one of my other phone numbers. And there was another phone number on the contract that was actually out of contract, and I didn't even realize that. They never told me it was out of contract. So they are now on a month-to-month basis, and I told them that if you will eliminate this fee, I will extend that phone contract for a 2-year period. So I was giving them 3 years of extended contract in exchange for them not allowing me to, in exchange for them allowing me to eliminate one of the contracts and the $295 fee. Okay. Uh, Not only did that fall on deaf ears in the retail store, the agent who upped my contract without telling me had the audacity to say to me, well, David, I told you that's what was happening. I said, Mike, you didn't tell me that was happening, because if it did, we would not be having this discussion right now. Left the store, angry, of course. And then I got on the phone. Well, I did a chat session and with their corporate retention department, and it was about well, I have a copy of it here. It was a full page of back and forth, 2 pages of back and forth, and they were not willing to do anything in their customer retention department. So my very last comment to them was, well, would you please give me the direct dial phone number to your legal department so I can discuss with them my contract. The woman left the chat session for a couple minutes, came back and said in chat, what exactly did she say? I am so sorry. The legal department is only able to be reached by a lawyer. Do you have a lawyer that you can contact on your behalf? And my response to that was, I don't need a lawyer. I didn't do anything wrong. If I do choose to contract with an attorney, what I will be concerned with is something greater than I am today. Not giving the phone number of legal to a customer contracted with AT&T, I feel is a very bad decision on your part. I will find out the number myself. In the meantime, I sent an email to an attorney friend of mine asking him if that is a legal response that they can make to somebody who's under contract. And if there's an attorney out there who is listening, if you are an attorney listening and would like to share with me your thoughts, I'd be more than happy. You can email me, SmallBizDavid at davidsbarter.com, SmallBizDavid at davidsbarter.com. Better than that, if you go to SmallBizDavidFoundation.org, SmallBizDavidFoundation.org. On the home page, there is a red box, a couple, 4 fields of information. You can send an email to me directly if you use that box, that red box at SmallBizDavidFoundation.org. I'd be more than happy to hear from attorneys on this one. And so, in conclusion and in summary, I'm saying please don't make the mistake with AT&T Wireless, particularly if you have a family plan, and assume that your service representative is acting in your best interests and maybe doing something, not maybe doing something that they, in my case, did something and didn't share with me exactly what they were doing. Now, I also raised the legal question. I didn't sign that as an agreement. The only thing I signed that day was receipt for a new telephone, a new iPhone that I had bought, not to extend a contract. I never would have signed it without discussion. Please don't make the same mistake that I did. If you have a family plan with AT&T, totally understand what you have. Don't assume, like I did, that the service representative in the store is always going to act in your best interest. And again, if you would like to share with me your thoughts, we could even do a YouTube. We could do a Google Hangout and talk about this. And by the way, I am doing a Google Hangout on Saturday morning at 10 o'clock a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That hangout will be recorded at YouTube. So if you don't hit the hangout, you'll be able to come back to YouTube and see it. And the purpose of that hangout is going to be a discussion of a concept, a marketing idea that we have developed in the SmallBizDavid Foundation, specifically at the website davidsbarter.com. And that's what we are calling a YouTube video ebook. YouTube video ebook. If you are here at YouTube watching, you'll see that I have almost 500 YouTubes that I have done in the last 13 months, all about small business information about starting a business. And I am taking all of those, taking the best, and I'm creating a YouTube video ebook. The title of the book is How Do You Answer These 749 Questions About Starting Your 2013 Small Business. 5 years ago, I authored, published, manufactured the book myself, How Do You Answer These 749 Questions About Your Small Business. And the book did wonderful, wonderful things for myself and for our SmallBizDavid Foundation and davidsbarter.com. And so we are continuing the book effort with this book, this YouTube video ebook, How Do You Answer These 749 Questions About Starting Your 2013 Small Business. Cover's left the same. Title changes a little bit. So, thank you for your time today. And if you have any suggestions or similar experiences that you would like to share about either your AT&T Wireless Family Plan that you have, or if you follow me, you know that I had a year ago a equally horrible experience with Sprint. Didn't have a contract with Sprint. I actually bought some equipment outright, much the same fashion as I bought my iPhone outright, and did not have a contract with Sprint. And they told me about a year after I had bought the equipment, less than a year, it was about 7 or 8 months after I bought the equipment, that I owed them $1,900 for use of that equipment. And I very clearly took the position with them that I don't owe you anything. And in that case, Sprint allowed me to deal directly with their legal and regulatory department. And boy, what a joke that was. I had somebody from that department quote from a contract, and I didn't even have a contract with Sprint. You know, these wireless companies make these assumptions, and there's a lot of fine line or fine small words in their description of what they can do as a provider of service and what you cannot do as a user of their service. And I can't say it enough. Have a total understanding of what it is that your wireless contract says and does. There are millions of wireless contracts right now. Wireless phones are in greater use. Well, who has a landline anymore? Wireless phones, and the way that the world communicates with one another is online, and the way that people get online is with their smartphones. I just read a statistic yesterday. It's amazing. More than 50% of the teens who go online do it with their smartphones. So there's a lot of wireless contracts out there. Make sure you understand exactly what you have and what the implications are of that contract that you signed. See you soon.